Welcome to the Turd Nerds. We are the functional gastroenterology podcast discussing all things poop. Before we take the plunge into today's episode, let us tell you a bit about ourselves. I'm Dr. Rebecca Sand, a naturopathic physician and acupuncturist, and I specialize in all things gastroenterology, hormones, and fertility.
I'm Dr. Ami Kapadia, and I'm a medical doctor trained in family medicine and functional medicine with a special interest in gastrointestinal health, food and environmental allergies, and autoimmune disease.
And I'm Dr. Lana Gurvich, a naturopathic physician and acupuncturist who is board certified in naturopathic gastroenterology. I specialize in inflammatory bowel disease, IBS, and other functional digestive disorders. Let's jump into today's episode.
The following discussion is for educational purposes only and not intended to diagnose or treat any diseases or conditions. Please consult your doctor before incorporating any of this information into your care. The information presented on this podcast is not medical advice.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. We're here for another episode that we hinted about last time. Dr. Gurvich and Dr. Sand, all of us are going to get into an episode on travel constipation.
Wait, we're going to talk about constipation? We never talk about constipation.
It's particularly a problem with traveling for some of us.
Do you think we talk about sleep more or constipation more?
Do you feel like this entire format of this podcast is just for us to process our chronic health concerns?
I mean, that's kind of how it started.
I also prescribe a lot of things for constipation.
Because everybody is constipated.
It's true.
It's unfortunately a true passion of ours, I would say.
And many people do not sleep.
I know.
Okay, so let's build a picture here.
Serotonin.
Yeah. Let's build a picture. So you're about to take this flight, you're about to go on vacation, you've been working too hard, you're pressure cooked, and all of a sudden you board the plane.
Especially a morning flight is a problem.
Yeah, and then you're bloated on the plane, and you never poop again.
And then I eat
and you never
snacks.
poop on vacation.
Yep.
That is a story that I hear from patients.
I'm usually fine once I arrive in Hawaii.
It's Hawaii.
Rub it in. I have people who just stopped vacationing because of the constipation.
What? Even while they're there?
I had periods of my life.
Even once you arrive?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yes, they just do not poop their entire vacation.
I still have bouts of that.
Aren't you more relaxed once you arrive?
No.
I don't think so.
Do you ever relax?
Here's I have had some very
intense
episode. Here's what I think. I think that it is like your regular. The bowels are rhythmic.
Yeah, it's your routines.
But some people don't have any problems.
Some people do not have any problems traveling. Yeah. Absolutely. Travel constipation actually is not a big issue for me.
Oh, come on. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I have constipation. Like, as long as I do my thing.
You do well on vacation, though. I love vacation, but it is like the disturbance in routine. And I also think for some, like, I don't care about this. If I poop, I'm amazed. But I think some people are, like, weird about different toilets.
Yes.
Even if you're staying at a place the whole week?
Yeah. For me, yeah. I mean, I don't care about the toilet.
I will say, I just went.
If it's very cold, also, I've noticed a lot of people keep their home very cold compared to mine.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what we
this
keep
is the discomfort.
72.
You need to.
I don't like discomfort. It was very cold. I had to order all kinds of gear I've already ordered gear for next time we go
to New Mexico.
No. If people who keep their house cold.
What's your gear? Just out of curiosity.
The hand and foot warmers. I had to wear them to bed.
Gosh.
And then the toilet is very cold in some people's
because
house.
you have a Japanese.
We have a heated toilet seat.
Yeah.
It's a shock. How do you go to the bathroom when it's like freezing cold on the toilet seat?
I do feel like that because we have heated floors in our bathroom upstairs, and
and your house is very nicely warmed.
Sometimes, yeah. But when I have to step on someone's cold tile, especially in the morning, I'm just like,
guys,
shocking.
I have some bad news for you. I feel like the modern world has broken you.
Well, you're from Russia, though. I feel.
Yeah, but I mean, I am
my
too.
kids are from India.
But you get used to these little luxuries, that you have, and I mean, the toilet seat thing, I don't think about.
No, because you don't have a warm toilet.
My feet do.
But I don't have floors.
Yeah, I'm used to the warm toilet.
Yeah, so I don't think about the cold floors because I don't have warm floors.
I've heard that about
slippers?
Yes, I love my slippers.
I think I need new slippers.
People are buying baby wipe warmers now.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, I will say that there was a few things that I refused to do when my kids were little. One of them is warm up that baby wipe because there's going to be a time when I'm not going to have a warmer and then they're going to be shocked.
That's right.
I also refused to give my children coconut water because there was this little girl that came to our house and all she got was coconut water and she refused to drink anything else.
I know.
I was like,
diluted. That's what I tell my adults to do too, though.
Yeah,
drink some damn water.
A lot of sugar.
Yeah. Drink some water.
I put a splash of coconut in because it is quite strong and sweet.
Yeah,
and you still need some electrolytes.
Drink some water.
Also drink water.
Drink water.
Back to
Okay, but
constipation.
back to constipation. Back to travel constipation.
Yes, water though. So what I tell my people
Okay.
is the morning you wake up to go, I need you on your plane, because generally it's plane travel.
Generally it's plane travel. Yeah, I would agree.
Pound a quart.
Ooh.
Electrolytes, pound it before you go to the airport.
Electrolytes.
With electrolytes.
Uh-huh.
And then have another at least half on your way to the airport. Just be insanely hydrated.
You hope that they have an aisle seat.
Well, I say to them, just accept you're going to be the person that's annoying and going to the bathroom the entire time. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Why the electrolytes? Just
because it helps it stay in the blood rather than just peeing it out all the time, and you feel that you don't feel as like
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So electrolytes, quart of water, pound it, have another half on your way. Or just a big water bottle, whatever people are drinking, and then drink water on the plane. Avoid the alcohol, avoid the sugar, avoid super salty. Everything is salty on an airplane, but it's like shooting you in the foot.
Yeah.
And then when you get off the plane, same thing for the next 2 days. Just do it.
I mean, that probably will fix a lot of the constipation. Okay, here's what I tell people patients to do.
Except for me. It's great advice.
So let me just back up. Yep. In Chinese medicine, we all know about the Chinese medicine clock, right? Chinese medicine clock, large intestine time is from 5 to 7 in the morning, right? 7 to 9 is stomach, I think. And so you should be having your big bowel movement during large intestine time.
Which is what?
5 to 7. So 3 to 5 is
7,
long.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 to 5 a.m. is long.
Yeah.
If you're waking up at 3 to 5 a.m.
1 to 3 is liver.
Well, hold on. Let me. So 3 to 5. If you're waking up at 3 to 5 in the morning, it's because the universe is trying to tell you something when the rest of the world is quiet.
Yeah.
So that is a really useful time to meditate.
Yeah.
5 to 7.
When your blood sugar is going to wake you up.
Yeah, that's true. 5 to 7 in the morning is large intestine time.
Yeah.
That is when you should be having your big bowel movement.
Yeah.
When I was in Chinese medicine school, I mean, this is like you rise with the sun. You know, this Chinese medicine clock is old. When I was in Chinese medicine school. Which, by the way, if you ever have an opportunity, I would recommend it because it changes your entire view of the world.
Going to Chinese medicine school?
I know. I hear what you're saying. It did change my entire view of the world.
Yeah.
But that is when you should be, like, even if you don't have to go, there's, like, this rhythm where you just sit on the toilet according to my Chinese medicine professor.
That's what they say in Ayurveda, too.
When you
don't take your phone.
Don't take your phone. I tell my patients not to take their phone. You're going to get hemorrhoids.
That explains so much about my bottom.
I know. I mean, childbirth as well, but just don't.
But so that's
breathing.
And that's the problem with planes. That's the problem with traveling.
Yeah.
Is there's so much that has to get done with this time deadline.
Yeah.
So I think that starts the constipation. Then you get dehydrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
planes are so dehydrating.
Oh my god, planes are so dehydrating.
It's really, really rough. So I have people bring electrolytes with them, the little little
packets.
Take it on your trip because you have to make up for that dehydration once you land as well.
Yeah.
Front load it, drink on the plane, be smart on the plane, just pee the whole time.
Okay, another really good
I always get an aisle seat.
For sure.
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah. Have you ever not been able to get an aisle seat?
Here's what I'm gonna say. Now airlines are trying to charge you for priority boarding and choose your seat. Dude, I don't effing care. I'm on that plane without a young child. Even if I'm with my kids, they're older. They're not young children.
Yeah.
I could care less.
But I'm like I need to get over this, but I'm so against inconveniencing people. It's just this like indoctrinated, socialized thing that's awful. But
I have it too.
It's so much inner turmoil to ask someone to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I pee all the time.
No, just get it. You don't have to pay extra to get an aisle seat.
Yeah,
you did.
I haven't had to. I book all of our air travel.
I just flew American, and I definitely had to pay extra for an aisle seat. Yep.
That's so weird. I've been doing this forever.
No. Don't fly American.
I feel like I just booked an American. You can get an. It's not the best aisle seat.
I don't. If you go basic economy, which is what
basic economy.
Why do I need anything more than basic economy?
I mean, this is your problem. You're flying basic economy.
Why do I need anything more than basic?
You can't even cancel your ticket.
Why do I need to cancel my ticket?
I mean, things come up. I get my tickets 3 to 4 months.
They are not going to get my $30. Nope, they are not going to get my $30.
This is the reason why you can't pick any seats with basic economy. No. It's also non-refundable.
Why do I need to pick a seat?
You can't change your flight with basic economy.
No, why do I need to change my flight?
I've never bought basic economy.
Really?
No. I will never buy first class, and I will never buy basic economy.
They're getting you.
I need an aisle seat.
Speaking of constipation,
peeing on the airplane. So there was this one time that we were stuck in the inner seats, and we had me, my partner, and my child. And
all three of you were inner seats.
We were inner seats, and there was a super duper crowdy lady on the aisle seat. Like she hated that we had a kid, and how our kid was inconveniencing her. And like, okay. Sure. And why'd you pick an aisle seat, right?
Also,
But it
that's her
was
problem.
in premium class because we
Uh-huh.
were like that little extra
Yeah.
room was going to be helpful for a kicking toddler.
Yeah.
And now we call it so my child peed all over us because the lady
Oh,
wouldn't let us
no.
out.
What?
She was like,
She
I
wouldn't
need, she
let
needed
you-
to finish your snacks first.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I'm like
I would
covered
have
in.
been losing it.
Okay.
I'm covered
Did
in
you lose
pee.
your mind?
I mean, I walked by her after, like, drenched in
Can
pee.
I just...
But
Did
now
she
we-
apologize?
No.
Now we call it
Oh my-
premium class.
Premium class.
I can't believe it.
Okay,
I gotta mention, my brother on his podcast they have a,
so do you, I don't know if these guys know who your brother is.
he might not want me to announce it, so.
They can
we're
Google
related.
that you guys have the same
It's fine,
last name.
it's fine.
Okay.
So
Your brother
anyway,
is
they
kind of
have like
famous in the
a,
sports world.
they've got a Q&A where people can write in questions for social etiquette and such.
We're gonna get one of those.
And
too.
I guess my brother, one time he had an aisle seat. Someone came on the plane, and so he got to his seat and someone was sitting in it.
Uh-huh.
And then he finds out, he's like, this was my seat, maybe there's a mix up or whatever. And the guy behind that seat had offered his seat to someone else who needed an aisle for a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
So then my brother ends up in the middle, and then he's got like a George Costanza thing, like, he should have told the other guy, right? Like, why are you offering my seat? You had an aisle seat. This lady sounds crazy. I would have lost my mind.
So when I get exposed to people like this,
I mean, I was just
where I go is, oh my God, I am so grateful that I don't have to live in that body.
I mean, that would be
obviously
the
she is
appropriate way to
I
go.
will
in her
say
body.
you weren't covered in urine though. Like I was drenched. My pants. And my child was soaked in her own urine.
Oh.
Like I
So
sure
inappropriate.
compassion for others, but I was also just like, lady, how important is this granola bar to you?
Yeah.
It was.
Obviously very important.
Okay, so back to constipation.
Okay, well, next time, I don't know. I found I have to say something. It doesn't have to be
I'm
me.
so proud of you. You have come a long way with that.
Wow. We'll see if it works. Sometimes in the moment, I often have George Costanza moments as well.
Yeah.
But I will say, you are very good at
I've
processing
gotten
it,
better.
sticking up for yourself, and then letting it go.
Ideally, if I could think of it in the moment, otherwise I have the regret of what I should have said. But
I mean, everybody has that, no matter. Even
like,
how
I
fast
want to
you
kill
are.
this lady, and I didn't even
I
mean her.
appreciate that.
Back to constipation.
We don't condone murder, but
Did
know,
you take
we-
a picture? I didn't mean that literally.
no,
Okay,
it's just
we could send
burned.
her
Here's another very, very useful hack for traveling constipation.
Oh, can I guess?
Yes.
Magnesium citrate before you get on.
Well, come on, no.
Oh,
I
but
don't
then
know.
what
I don't
you
know
have
if
to
you
go
would
on
guess,
the
but
plane?
yes, that magnesium
That would
citrate
be
always
worse.
works for every kind of
Dose it
album.
before you go. If you consistently get constipated,
Yeah.
if you know you can count on this,
Yeah.
start a day or two before.
I would agree, like up your
Ramping
doses.
up your dose, yep.
Peppermint oil.
Mm.
Peppermint oil basically softens all of the sphincters in the GI tract,
And
right?
it's a carminative.
Oh.
And it's a carminative.
Yeah.
And so taking peppermint oil either before you fly or when you arrive,
Totally.
it will just soften everything up and it'll help the bowels move faster.
And it helps with that gas that you're just so bloated on.
The gas is a thing. And then I feel like if you're drinking the sugar or the excessive salt,
Forget
that's going
it.
to make the gas even
For
worse.
sure.
Yeah, but okay,
They have the
so
worst snacks these days.
And
I can't
carbonated
eat anymore
beverages.
because they're
Like,
not
all you drink is
gluten-free.
carbonated beverages on planes, too.
Yeah,
so on
it's
my
true.
flight yesterday, I did get some apple juice. And
Apple juice.
I never drink. I don't drink juice. But I was like, I needed something to go with my water because I felt like I was dehydrated. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Although,
Cranberry.
it's
That's
usually
very
apple.
acidic though, right?
I drink
mostly
apple
apple.
because it's
Oh.
apple is really just apple or concentrate. There's no
Yeah.
added sugars or anything
Yeah.
like that. But I will tell you, it was sweet.
I know.
It like smacked me in the face, and I'm doing no sugar January.
Not anymore.
I hear ya. So I will generally have peppermint. I leave peppermint in my bag now,
So
in
smart.
my travel bag.
You're doing like enteric-coated capsules.
Mhm.
Great.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Enteric-coated peppermint capsules.
Great.
And then I do think if you know that you get constipated and it's going to stress you out,
Yeah.
really make sure you're upping your magnesium pre.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that is
I
just
like the powders too for travel. I don't know why, but I'm seeing them work a little bit better for constipation.
Huh.
It's acutely.
and it's mag citrate, mag oxide, or a mixture.
Make citrate or oxide or both.
Yeah.
But even those like powder combo products seem to work pretty well too. And maybe it is that sort of like tension stress
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
it's helping with. But
Yeah.
and yeah, like if you can make a squatty potty, if you can put your feet on something while you're
When
going
you're-
to do it.
I mean, I think it's going to be
Books,
a
whatever.
lot of people who have that toilet seat phobia.
Totally.
It's hard to poop in a
I
plane.
know. It's
Yeah,
gross.
no, you don't want to avoid the bathroom on the plane at all costs.
And
My
it's
niece
so
used to go
gross.
in there when she was little without any shoes on, and it was so disgusting.
It's still traumatizing you.
Yes.
That's gonna traumatize me.
I mean, I think the problem with planes is oftentimes is people at their worst.
I know.
Like I have
And
this
they're all
Because
drunk.
everyone's
Everyone's
uncomfortable
drunk.
except you.
because everyone's bloated. Yeah, farting.
It's just
and then cramped.
I mean, you look at the snacks people are eating before we get on. I'm like, how can you eat that and still be
everyone's
alive?
going in with like a Big Mac,
Yeah.
and then just like shot after shot of whiskey. I do think planes are partially held up by farts.
It's disgusting.
I always think that.
I don't know if
There's
I've
always
ever heard
some-
that theory
There's always
before.
someone coughing or farting.
Yeah.
It's hard to-
Yeah,
It's so gross. But the filtration is good.
it's better than it used to be before
Yeah,
COVID.
It's good once the plane gets going.
Totally.
We
Yeah,
still
yeah.
wear an N95 during the initial period.
Do
Until,
you?
Yeah, until, I don't know. Because
I know, because you always get sick on planes.
Okay,
I
so
almost died from a
so
pneumonia.
peppermint is a really good example of something to do, but really like leading into your carminatives.
Fennel.
Fennel,
Yep.
chamomile.
Yep.
Chamomile also works on the nervous
Bitters
system.
in general.
I'm a little bit afraid
how
of
do you
bitters.
give that to people though in a tea or what are you?
I
doing
have
with
them
the
have
fennel
tea bags in
Yeah.
their bag.
The little bitter sprays that you can carry because it's just a
Oh.
low dose. You can do because it helps that downward digestion,
Huh.
helps peristalsis, good for constipation as well.
I
And good to
didn't
have
know.
on your trip with new foods and stuff. Get those gastric juices, enzymes.
I don't know if I've ever seen a bitter spray.
Oh yeah. Like all the brands you see at the like natural grocery stores
Uh-huh.
and whatnot.
Huh.
I try to go to the same place for all my vacations and the same 3 restaurants.
So you know, you're ready, and you still
Maybe
get
I
that's
can
what
walk
you do.
there. It's fine. I got a good toilet
Walking.
too.
Walking.
Walk- yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
yeah.
walking and toilet.
Except for, here's the other thing. There needs to be an awareness if you're going to go walking about your poop circadian rhythm.
Yeah.
Because if you're walking during your poop circadian rhythm and you've got the fear of toilets, the
But
toilet
who's
phobia,
walking at 5 to 7 a.m.?
Well, it's not.
they're not
when you're
peeing it. They're
in
not
time
pooping it.
zones.
Oh, so you
Change
gotta
time zones.
stay with your original time zone?
Yeah.
Becomes
Yeah, I
complicated.
mean-
It's our advice. Just travel within your time zone. Cheers, dudes.
We've solved your problem. You're
Or,
welcome.
I mean, your body will switch time zones if you're there for longer.
Yeah, melatonin can help and is helpful for the gut. So
Yeah.
use that. to
What
get
did
back
you
on
say?
track. Melatonin.
Melatonin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great for the gut.
I mean, I feel like there is this subset of people that know that they are going to get constipated.
So back to our previous episode that you should tune into that we just recorded. We talked about stimulant laxatives, and I'm going to say this is where I see them shine for a lot of people. It's the occasional use when you just need to get your bowels moving on a different time zone,
Yeah.
In a different state,
and
probably.
it's short
or country.
term.
Yeah.
Just get them rolling.
Yeah.
That's where I
I
see
mean,
them
my
really
main issue is because it's always an early flight and it's just for that day, and then I'm fine once I get to the place, but I prefer to
This
not.
isn't about you.
I'm looking for some personal advice here.
Yeah,
Just
no,
for that,
you're
just for
working
that
just
one
fine.
morning.
I think you're fine with this thing.
I
Do you
think-
need
I don't like to be on the plane the whole day without having done the
it's
bathroom.
miserable. It's miserable.
So I should probably take
I
something
would
before I
try-
get up really early.
No,
It's
I
gonna
would,
mess up. That's
it's
gonna mess
gonna
with your
mess with
circadian rhythm.
I
Yeah.
would try pounding the water.
Okay.
And I would try
Try
the
to do it
peppermint.
before.
I would try the
Yeah.
peppermint.
The night
The-
before?
And when you get on the plane.
No,
Here's
wake up and just drink a ton of water.
here's my
Like
question though:
those.
is your optimal poop time when you're in the plane?
I know, but I'm not going to go on the plane. It's disgusting.
Wait. Can we just revisit neurological communication between the internal and external rectal sphincter? Let's just have that conversation because I'd like to just really bring this home to
I don't
you.
sit on public toilets.
There's a covers. There's a seat cover.
Can't do it alone.
Really?
I mean, at work we have like a private. I've got like a little.
But
private-
it's a private toilet. You're in an airplane cubby by yourself.
Oh no!
Nobody
all
knows.
kinds of people have
You're
been
not
there.
you're not modeling good behavior.
Okay,
for our
so let's
fans.
Wait till you arrive.
Let's just
If you
talk about
gotta
what's
go,
happening.
you need to
The
go.
airport is fine, but I cannot do the airplane.
The airport's disgusting too.
Oh, man.
But
Let's-
you can't
Can't do
ignore
it.
that signal, people.
Okay,
because
let's talk
it
about that
sends
signal.
A feedback
My brain
to-
blocks the signal on the
So
airplane.
you've got your internal rectal, you've got your large intestine,
Yep,
you've
heard
got your
that.
internal rectal sphincter, and you've got your external rectal sphincter.
Yep.
Your internal rectal sphincter is controlled by the autonomic nervous system. We do not have awareness of it. It is your job's internal rectal sphincter's job to say, hey, external sphincter, knock, knock, knock. Is this a good time to poop?
Yep.
Right? Your external rectal sphincter is controlled by your brain.
Yep.
Your brain can say, listen, I'm recording a podcast in Rebecca Sand's office right now for the Turd Nerds. It
Not
is
gonna poop.
not an appropriate time to poop,
I
right? And that's fine.
Yeah.
But if again and again and
Yeah,
again,
you don't wanna do it
the
repeatedly.
external rectal
Yeah.
sphincter is saying it's not a good time,
It's gonna be
it will go back to the internal sphincter and go back to the brain, and now you literally cannot poop.
right.
They have
Dysenergia.
shut down the dysenergic constipation.
It's not a
if
good
you are
thing to
getting
do
a knock,
regularly.
It's not an urgent. You don't need to run somewhere.
Some people do.
Okay, but you do need to listen.
Yeah, you have, because otherwise it will promote that over and over again. When I talk about this, I talk about it like if your car is in the garage door is shut, but you're in drive. You're ready to go. The poop is ready to come out. And your brain has the remote control to the garage door opener, open it up, and the poop comes out.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
I know. Yeah, it's a good visual.
Yeah.
But what will happen if you don't listen to it over time is maybe you'll move the garage door up, you'll be ready to go, but the car's back in park. And that's dyssynergia.
That's a great analogy.
It really drives
It's
home the point.
such a good,
No
wow.
pun intended.
Yeah. Got it. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly, and that I feel like is the concern of shutting it down.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, and
And
only do it once
not
every few months.
only not only does it shut down that other sphincter, it goes all the way up the tube. You're
Yes.
going to get bloated.
Right.
You're going to get small bowel issues. It is just poop. If you have to poop, poop.
Yeah.
Get it out. Don't be like me. Get it out.
She's only on the plane
So
once
what
every
happens
few months.
on work days? You're fine because you schedule your work because your work days start early.
Yeah, sometimes I have to wait till I come home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, depends on
Wow.
or once I'm done seeing patients. Then
I feel like if my colon is willing to
Mhm.
bless me with a poop, I am.
No, I'll go if I need to go, but my brain blocks it until I'm free.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah,
on
you
a
know,
work day.
Wow.
I was, I just traveled. I was just at a conference, a really, really good conference.
Did you get constipated?
I did, and here is why. Because I was sharing a room with my
Oh,
two
with
residents.
people you don't know.
Well, I know them. I
Wow.
really love them, but
Yeah.
I
That is uncomfortable.
and but you know what happened is I also had to get on a stressful meeting during the conference on a call,
Yeah.
and the minute I get stressed out, pow, I gotta go to the bathroom right now.
Wow.
The anxiety.
Gosh, I wish that worked for me.
The anxiety is like whenever I am anxious about anything, I have to dump my bowels.
Wow.
It's like, I'm running from the tiger and I don't want to carry the extra weight.
Yeah.
And
the
so
magic of epinephrine. Although I think I'm full of epinephrine. I think I'm just driven by epinephrine.
I think that you're overdriven by epinephrine, so that you've like lost sensitivity.
I tipped. Okay.
Yeah. But we're going to fix it with pellets and peptides. That's going to fix everybody's problems.
Sure. Yeah.
Any
More
other
hormones.
good hacks for travel? I like the water. I've never done that before.
So
I mean, what about the prune
diet.
juice? We sometimes have people do
yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah, but
warm prune juice.
it's hard to get prune
That
juice
works
if you're
for my kid.
traveling.
prunes, dried prunes.
with water.
Yeah. I mean, I've done that. It works for
Yeah, or
people.
apricots. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Fiber. So just consider your food.
Yeah, I mean
when-
that's so tricky.
Yep. Where you can, like, try to get
Yeah.
veggies cooked, depending on where you are.
Okay, so I was in Texas, right, and I ended up going out to dinner the first night with these three women from Texas, and I'm an Oregonian, right? And so I'm sitting at the table, and it was a great conversation. I really enjoyed them, but we're ordering appetizers, and so they're ordering meatballs that are basically suffocated in cheese, and I'm ordering Brussels sprouts. And I was like, yeah, there's a lot of differences between Oregon and Texas. And they were like, yeah, like in Texas, we don't eat Brussels sprouts. And I was like, in Oregon, all we do is eat vegetables. Like, at least in my I also realized I live in a bubble.
Totally.
But I was like,
From the farmer's market.
like 2 out of the 3 ladies had never tried Brussels sprouts.
Whoa!
And these Brussels sprouts were deep fried and
Wow.
covered in honey.
I've had Texas Brussels sprouts, and it is like candy.
It's candy.
I know. There's not a Brussels left.
No.
Yeah.
But I was like, you've never had a Brussels sprout?
I know.
Fiber matters.
I know. Do you think people poop in Texas? Do people poop in Texas?
Guys, let us know. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
I did not talk to these ladies about their poop, interestingly enough.
Wow.
I know. It took a lot of restraint,
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to say. It took a lot of restraint.
Totally. Yeah, so I think another one that I've used, travel, because it's readily available everywhere, is vitamin C.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
So
good
when
one.
I've been traveling places, or my patients have, and they
Yeah.
don't have access to like all the herbs and whatnot that we have here, you can induce bowel movements with vitamin C. It's acid.
Yes.
It'll get you moving. So that's another one. Magnesium citrate, vitamin C combo. Sometimes
Yeah.
well tolerated.
Yeah, I mean, I will also say in my experience, I was in Boston and my niece was getting really constipated, and I have a mag citrate brand that I love,
Yeah.
that I use all the time, and we ran out of it.
Powder
And
or capsule?
so- it was a capsule. Mine was a capsule. We ran out of it.
Yeah.
We replaced it with a capsule from a different product. I am generally not product attached,
I am.
but I was like,
Didn't work.
no.
Do you think it was quality control?
I am like,
Who knows
what is
what was
this
in
garbage
it?
that you picked
But-
up from
Yeah.
like Target?
That's it. Most
yeah.
supplements are totally bogus.
It was a shock to me.
Yeah.
Because I know, I take mine, I know exactly how regular I
And
am.
what was in that? What was in that pill? You know?
It was theoretically,
It
right.
wasn't.
What was it that was not
Fillers.
mag
It
citrate?
was fillers.
Yeah, that was a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So brands matter. So if
Brands
your magnesium
matter.
citrate isn't working, you're either not dosing it high enough or it's the wrong brand.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I would agree. And sometimes mag citrate not only works, but it works too well.
Oh yeah, it'll work. That's
Yeah.
what I tell people. Like you will get it out.
Yeah.
You just might be on the toilet for a day and a half, pooping your brains out. which is not what you want in travel.
Probably
you know?
not a day and a half, but probably a good 3 to 5 hours.
Oh, that's
How
rough.
much did it take?
It depends on what you take. Like sometimes
Yeah.
you're so desperate that it's easy
just
to
take,
jump the
overdose?
shark. You know what I mean?
Other ideas.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget to breathe.
Oh yeah.
So that abdomen, especially
Yeah.
in women, I would say,
Yeah.
it's like we hold everything in our abdomens, and when we are in charge of managing the travel and the trip and the coordination and the
yeah.
children, like you have to allow time for your abdomen
Yeah.
to breathe because you're focusing on so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your deep breathing, do your diaphragmatic breathing, and allow yourself time at night if you can to just rub your belly.
Yeah.
Prone to that, but we have to get it loosened up.
Yeah.
You're gonna get more
Yeah.
bloated, and then you're gonna get your things are just gonna get constricted.
Yeah, that
It's
is
just
totally a thing.
Mechanics of the
Yeah.
two.
That is totally absolutely right.
Yeah, take your time to breathe.
Yeah. And the bummer is if you there is something where an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure,
Yeah.
because you also don't want to spend your entire holiday
Right.
stressed out about the fact that you may or may not need
I
a toilet.
Yep, spent so many trips just am I ever, where is it? It's just a black
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
I'm making diamonds in
So
there.
what I do, yeah.
I wish.
What I do now is in my travel bag, I do have I carry a rescue.
Yeah.
That's always within my travel bag that I use for my
I do that
toiletry
too.
bag.
Totally.
I have a rescue just in case I can't fall asleep. I have a rescue in case I can't poop.
That's
And
right.
I will carry Senna
Yep.
or
That's what I'm saying, the stimulants.
yeah.
Good idea.
Yep. Bring
Yeah.
them if you need them.
Or the
either
pill.
tea or the pill.
Yep.
Just lays in my bag.
Yeah. It's probably
I do the
smart.
same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just I feel like it's one thing to take off my brain
Yeah.
list
Exactly.
because it's always in my travel bag.
No,
Yeah.
It stinks to be constipated.
It stinks
I mean,
to be
it stinks to have
constipated.
diarrhea too
Yeah.
on travel. It's just
Yeah, I mean, I will just say as a clinician, it's easier for me to treat the diarrhea
For
people
sure.
than the constipation people.
no, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, constipation is just a bummer. So-
Any other hacks that we have for travel constipation and preventing it?
Stay home.
Don't travel.
I hate that. No.
Get out there, people! Get out there. We need it.
Get your emergency
Yeah.
travel pack together.
Yeah, that's my. I have peppermint in there because if my kids have tummy problems, then I have
Good
Integra
idea.
peppermint. Yeah.
Totally.
Over the counter.
It's there's the one peppermint that you can get everywhere over the counter.
Yeah.
It's
Is that
chock
the
full
one?
of FDC.
Right, but it's
so
okay.
no.
No.
Yes.
I
expensive.
bought a really not expensive, physician grade
Okay.
supplement equivalent.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the data was based on.
Yeah.
That I
Okay.
just always have in my travel bag.
Yeah, and
Good
some of them
idea.
have caraway, fennel,
Yeah.
ginger is another great
Artichoke,
one.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of good herbal options. And if you don't have any of that available, you can just get peppermint tea anywhere
Yes,
on
true.
the planet.
Yes.
Good
Ginger
point.
tea anywhere on the
Yeah.
planet.
Yes.
And that moves things down. Ginger literally binds to our muscarinic receptors in
Yes.
our bowels
Yes.
to move things.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fun little factoid.
Yeah, ginger's. I mean, it for
Magic.
me, I'm always like ginger and Ayurvedic medicine, check.
Yeah.
Ginger and Chinese medicine, check. Ginger and clinical.
Yeah, I mean, I
check.
drink ginger tea every day, but I
Are you
didn't know
drinking
that
ginger
that's
tea
it.
right now?
Yeah, it's that one,
It's
it's
a good
mostly ginger.
The quotes on
Okay, well, what's the quote?
A peaceful mind is a strong mind.
I think we should leave
We're all
everybody with
that.
that.
Yep.
A peaceful mind is a strong bowel.
I think I would agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I have a feeling
They're
if that
connected.
woman on the plane that made you sit in your own
She
might
was
have
bed,
probably
brought
really
it back up.
she was
Yeah.
probably constipated.
I
Yeah.
brought that full circle here. yeah.
Imagine how bad it is to live in her body.
That would give me a little bit of empathy, but not a lot.
Yeah.
I was
agree.
covered in urine. Anyway, we all got
Okay.
it. Better out than in.
All
Better
right.
out than in. Okay,
See you
thanks,
next
Turds.
time.
Turds.
See you next time.
Thanks for joining us today. Stay tuned. We release episodes every 2 weeks.
If you like this episode, please subscribe and don't forget to rate and review us to help spread the turd nerd word.